And Dr. White with us this morning. Your topic is?
Yeah, I'm talking.
I forgot.
The topic is a new study just
That's
out
good.
in June about a breakthrough in Alzheimer's.
That's awesome. You know, I just made a joke about that, and, you know, we always were like, where are my sunglasses? And they're on top of your head. We've all had those moments.
Right, but that's normal.
It's different.
Yeah, this is different. Okay, Alzheimer's is a form of dementia. There's no cause because we don't know.
What causes it?
Yeah, there's no cure because there's no cause.
Right, right.
So this study really caught my attention because this is a reliable study because it was a longitudinal study, which means it took place over 18 years.
Oh, wow.
And there were 2,125
Good
people from
amount of people
Chicago,
in it.
older adults.
Okay.
And so what they did is these scientists studied them over 18 years.
Okay.
And what they did, the participants were 65 when they went into the study. And every 6 years, they were reviewed for their cognitive assessments. Now, what does that mean? It means that they underwent a battery of tests to measure how their brain worked.
And when you get a certain age, that's every year you're up for that test. They give you a test,
Right.
from what I understand.
Right. So what they did is they looked at global cognition, which is your overall brain functioning. They looked for executive functioning, which is your management and your regulatory processes, you know, making decisions, problem solving.
Okay.
And then they looked at episodic memory. And episodic memory is your biographical events. So that is like, where were you born? Who were your sisters? You know, where did you, you know,
Things that you should
what is your
know
occupation?
and
Things
should
that
never
you
forget.
should never forget.
Okay.
Okay, so they studied these participants. Like I said, they were 65 when they went in.
Okay.
And at the end of the 18 years, they found that the people who on the initial testing in 1996, those who scored the lowest on those three areas developed Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yes, and so what this suggests, well, 442 of them, or 21%, which is high. But if you think about, okay, they were 65 when they started, and 18 years later, they were, you know, in their 90s.
older.
Yeah. The incidence of Alzheimer's is much higher the older you become. Okay, so this correlates with the statistics. So if you look at this study, you realize
Take the study early.
well, there could be an incubation period, because if these people at the very beginning scored low and they just kept getting progressively worse, and then those are the ones who developed Alzheimer's, this suggests an incubation period or a preclinical stage of Alzheimer's. So although we don't know the cause and we don't have a cure, this is an important finding because we
try to stay on top of it,
Right.
try to keep up with yourself, you know,
Right.
maybe try some herbal remedies if there's any out there. I don't know that I've heard that they work, heard that they don't, so I mean, it's a hit or miss.
Well, what's important to me is that, as a gerontologist, is that we did not know that these symptoms could manifest earlier in life. We thought Alzheimer's just boom,
Just
you know,
wait
all of a
until you're a certain
sudden.
age, right.
Now this throws another angle here for us
Yet
to
another
look
little
at.
kink. But
So
it could be good.
yeah,
keep an
so
eye on.
I will continue following this study because it's brand new, and so you heard it first here on
That
Cookburn
is a very
Company.
news, because I mean, I was just talking about this situation yesterday with someone whose father is going through some stages, and
Right.
you know, and she was like, I don't know what, you know, we're going to do. We just hang in there and keep taking him to the doctor.
Right, and most people don't know the difference between Alzheimer's and normal aging.
Gotcha.
Okay, with normal aging, cognitive slowing or brain slowing is normal. So it's not that your memories are lost. The recall is just slower, but in Alzheimer's disease, the memories are lost.
You're losing things that you should never forget.
Right,
Like
and it's almost like the
who
save
that person
button.
is, and you've seen them every day in your life.
Right.
And
It's
you're
almost like
okay.
the save button on a computer is not working.
Right.
Okay, where normal aging, it's like an older computer, you know, retrival is
Where do I
slower.
put my keys? You know. things
Right,
like
see,
that.
that's normal. That's normal at any age.
I've done that.
I do that all the time.
Okay. good.
Normal.
Phew. Normal. I don't know if anybody's ever called us normal, but normal. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break. Stay with us. The boys come up next, and No telling what they'll be talking about. I'm sure football will be thrown in there somewhere. We'll be right back.